here we go. Here we go, guys. And we're back. For a second there, guys, I wasn't sure if we were going to be able to get something recorded for you guys or not. Thankfully, we are here, and we do plan on getting that Winona gym badge in today. For some reason, my controller disconnected. Okay, I think we're back in business. Let's see what we got here, guys. So, pretty much, Winona is going to have a few level 33s and one level 35 as well. We are still a bit under-leveled. So, I say, let's kind of get some more XP, just real quick, a few battles, and then we'll come back, definitely before the end of the episode, and take on Winona, hopefully win, hopefully do good. And before we get too far into this episode, I do want to say thank you guys. It's been a huge week on the channel, and I'm just glad that I can get something up for you guys. I am a little bit tired, okay? We don't have too many of those kind of episodes on the channel, but I really want to make sure that we have something up this week, like I was saying. So, I guess we'll just take on some of these trainers here, and then just kind of go into Route 120, maybe take on a few of those as well, and that should clear everything out as well. So it'll be a little bit faster to get to Lily Cove. Probably next episode we'll be getting there. And I don't know, guys. I'm definitely kind of interested on how these nighttime vibe gameplays are going to be going. I'm at least going to have this one that I'm recording here, but what is going on? Oh, okay, stockpile. Okay, so Mud Bomb just must have missed first turn. For a second, I thought that it was one of the newer abilities. Why am I out? Oh, okay, I'm actually fine. I am A-okay. I just... tired gameplay, guys. But the thing is, though, I kind of had a little bit of a reason to react like that, because that's a 10 level difference. So, I don't know, maybe I reacted the way that I should have, and this Arbok just isn't the greatest. This seems like that might be what's going on, but with Mud Bomb, we are also getting at least one accuracy drop, I saw. So that is always good, but is that going to do a whole lot? Okay. So defense and special defense fell. So as long as... Yep, okay. So that should take him out. Good deal, good deal. And I'm trying to think of how many subs that we gained this past week. For me, it was probably close to 20 or so. And for me, that is just really exciting. That's by far the best that we've done in that amount of period ever. So I am very grateful for that, guys. Definitely. I don't know. I wish I had like better words at the moment, but I'm also trying not to lean into this late night recording session thing. It's just the truth, guys, and I don't know. Just definitely interested on seeing how that does play out. So I am a little bit confused by this Bronzor. Don't really know what we should do. I thought he was more Oh, here, let's go for Leech Seed. Leech Seed, and then... Okay, well... We'll try that one again. But the good thing is, too, for this, as long as... If we can ever hit Leech Seed, then the good thing will be we could switch out if we wanted to, but this thing doesn't have the greatest stats that aren't defensive, so really not too big of a deal either way. I mean, look at that. Future Sight, yeah, that shouldn't do a whole lot of damage. Actually, there's a little bit more than I thought, but with the Leech Seed, we are doing just fine. And how about we start to get into some of those polls that we got. Some of them are actually a little bit surprising for the results, or at least... So when I first started doing these polls, I thought it would be like a 24-hour kind of deal, and then they would close off, but they don't. But that's fine with me. That's fine with me. You know, new people are seeing the older polls all the time and making their choices. Okay, they are making their voices heard in these debates, and a couple of them that we could kind of get into. Which ones do I want to get into? Because there's just so many. There's the fighting type one, when I asked which Pokemon... Was it like a gym leader thing that I was saying in there too? No, I think it was just, you have one slot for your team, you need a fighting type, which one do you choose? I'm pretty sure that that was the basic question, and there was Machamp, Hawlucha, Mienshao, and what was the other one? Hariyama was also in that poll. And Machamp did win, I think, by at least quite a bit, or I guess we could say that he's just in the lead because it looks like these polls don't end, but regardless, it is pretty cool to look at that, just have discussions about all that stuff, and I don't know, just hear what other people have to say about these mods. And actually, guys, too, I did mention something about, I called him like the left hand, right hand guy. I don't know, that was probably a pretty creative name choice. I don't know if he's heard that one too often, or really who it even is. I think it's this guy, right? No. Nope, that's the guy who, he sends a letter, I think, to, I want to say Moss Deep, and... Oh, come on. I really just want this TM. Because I'm 90% sure that if we get all of the right answers, then it is a guaranteed randomized TM. Okay, something about Steven. No, I don't think it's him, right? Oh, no. It's up here somewhere, okay? Bear with me, guys, okay? We are gonna find this. Oh, maybe it's one of these. Hidden Power. Oh, okay, so she can tell you the type of damage that Hidden Power will do for each of your Pokemon. I forgot how this went. Right hand. Right hand. Left hand. I'm pretty sure that it does matter what order it's in, but I'm not 100% sure. Okay, maybe it like changes the TM or something, but if just by chance, if you did have to get it correct, then I don't know, that's like just muscle memory at this point. So let's see though. Rototiller, I've actually never heard of that. Tilling the soil, the user makes it easier for plants to grow. This raises the attack and special attack stats of grass-type Pokemon. Probably won't be doing that. I don't think we have any grass types even on the squad, so, or in the box. Yeah, so I was about to say, I'm almost 100% sure we don't have any grass types, but just to double check, it has been a couple weeks since I've recorded this series, or really any kind of content, so it's good to get back into it, but I don't feel like I'm really knocking too much of the rust off, just because, like I was saying, this is a different experience here, guys, so look at that, though. I don't think we have cut, yeah. No. And then it's like, well, do I want to really teach cut? Do I want a Pokemon on my team to get just stuck with this terrible move? And no, I don't. I don't want Zoroark or Raikou to have cut. So we are going to be skipping out on that item. They're all not required. There should be one or something around here, right? I guess not. I don't know. It would be really nice, though, to really get a better grasp on where all of the held items are. And at least I want to do it in, like, the Gen 1 games and the Gen 3 games, just because I have just... That's just the most that I've played of. And I mean, I guess you could get Gen 2 in there, too. Skull Fossil. Guys, that's a new encounter. That is a new team, well, new potential team member that we might be able to add to the squad. So that's going to be pretty cool to find out what that is. And we are seeing a couple wild mons jump out from the tall grass. So I guess we'll just take these mons out for the experience. We do need the experience. And it doesn't make too much of a difference to me where it comes from. I'll take whatever I can get, guys. I just need the experience. So that's the thing. That didn't do a whole lot to Lapras. I assume that Fusion Bolt will do a lot more. So I don't know. That's probably not too suspenseful. Perish Song, though. So definitely got to be aware of that. I don't want to see this clip end up on a short. So let's just take him out with this Fusion Bolt. Maybe one more or something like that. Perish count is still going to be at 3. Well, I guess drops to 2. But, yep, to 2. And as long as I KO him right here, then we are going to be good. Moonblast, that should definitely do it. And other things that we can get onto is, I don't really know. Sometimes I mess that up myself, and I do want to be grammatically correct when I can. So, I do apologize if I'm not, but some of the things that we have had on the channel, it was part 1 of my Regigiga shorts from last episode. Yeah, so for whatever reason, YouTube just wasn't pushing that short out at all. Like, it wasn't showing up in anyone's feeds. It was like maybe at like, I want to say 40 views or so. And I mean, it's not all about the views. Mega Tyranitar, that is a little bit scary. But that Intimidate is real nice. Okay, so let's put a pin in that last conversation. Is Todd the right play? I really don't want to lose this thing. What are we gonna do? I'm thinking it's probably going to be going for a ground type move. And Mega Tyranitar is going to be ground and dark type. I don't know. I really don't want to take that chance of losing Wartortle. So I'm just going to stay out with Muck. I don't want to lose Muck, but like I said, if I had to choose one or the other, I would definitely choose Todd over Muck. So go for Mud Bomb. Dark Pulse. Okay, that's interesting. Oh, he has, what's it? Parental Bond. This thing is really scary. Please get an accuracy drop. We don't. No accuracy drop on that. Let's do this, because I'm really curious to see if he's going to go for something different next turn. So let's just heal up. And Thrash. Okay. Okay. Let's get it together. Hopefully we can. Or is Tyranitar gonna be Rock Dark type? Is it? I wish I knew if it was Rock or Ground. I mean, what are Wartortle's moves? Oh, hey, okay. This might be good. I can probably go for Protect, and I can get Tyranitar confused by doing that. But then after that, I don't know if I should switch or what I should do. If I switch, he might go for Dark Pulse again. So if I switch to Zoro, then that's going to be not very effective. So I think that might be the play. Hopefully it is. If not, then this is going to be just not a very good episode. Maybe content-wise it will. I don't know. But for the team, it might not be. So let's just hope that this goes according to plan. Thresh. Oh, good. Thank God. Okay, let's go. Okay. So yeah, I think we do have to go for Zoro. I don't know, guys. I mean, Zoro just... he can hit harder, and it's about the same defense as Wartortle has right now. So, I don't know. Let's just hope. Guys, I really hope that this doesn't end badly. I mean, we did already lose Muck, but I wish we had... oh, I think we do have Fly, but we might need to beat Winona to actually use Fly. That's not good. Okay, so as long as... I mean, really, that might be a roll. That might be a damage roll. I mean, hopefully it's not. Because that would mean that only a crit could take us out. And it looks like he's not going for Dark Pulse, but I mean, this is... there's not really a reason to switch into someone else. Okay, so that's good. That confusion, though, he's just not hitting himself. Like, we are getting really bad RNG right now. Come on, just one. No. We're living dangerously right now, guys. This is insane. This is insanity. Like, we can't lose this Mon. If we do, like, we're in trouble. We are in trouble if we do lose this Mon. Let's go. Let's go. Finally, we got one. Finally, we did actually get one. So I do assume, though, that Moonblast, that just has to be our best play. Has to. Let's see what we're dealing with. Okay, that does some good damage, but he did snap out of confusion. He might get reconfused, though, after this turn. I'm really hoping that that's how it plays out. It's just getting closer and closer. This is crazy, guys. I am glad, though, that we picked up some Moo Moo Milk. Otherwise, this would not be possible. Okay, he is confused. And wait. No. No, because if I did attack, that might be enough to take him out. But I think just barely it wouldn't work. Just barely, I don't think we can take him out. I mean, just really, hopefully, best case scenario right now, he hits himself again in confusion. And then we can go for another Moonblast. Let's go. Okay. I think we did it, guys. I really think we did it, but that was too close for me. That was way too close for me. That was too much. That was a little bit too much. That will wake you up when you are tired. Okay, so I definitely had to dig down deep. Just a little bit for that one, okay? So, we almost gained 2 whole levels there, too. So, that is pretty cool. I will take it. But we did lose Muck, so I don't want to forget about Muck. Yeah, let's get out of here. Go back to the Pokemon Center, and like, I really don't think we can use Fly yet. But yeah, because Surf was Norman. Flannery, I think, what was she, Strength? I'm not too sure. I know that Watson was Rock Smash. I don't know. I guess what we can do is maybe... No. There's just no way that we can learn, or that we can use Fly yet, so... Yeah, because Flannery, she doesn't... I'm like 90% sure that she's Strength. So that is what it is, I guess. You know what? I'm almost thinking about just training up Fearow. Or Spearow into Fearow. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Just because, like, if we see any, like, really... Well, but that's also the thing. Because if you see a ground type, they're probably also going to have rock type moves. So, I don't know. Definitely let me know what you guys are feeling about that choice, because I could always end up changing that too. We do have Starmie as well, who I'm thinking about adding, potentially. I don't think I'm going to go Butterfree strats, though. Definitely, guys, check out the Pokemon Liquid Crystal Nuzlocke, also on the channel. We've got a Beedrill right now. It is still early game, so... Let's not run away too much with this Beedrill hype just yet, but I do want to make this Beedrill as good as a Beedrill can get, at least for Gen 3. So check that out, though. Beedrill did come in clutch in the last episode, so... yeah, I guess that's that. But anyways, for this... Spearow probably can't learn Cut. So, we're still not worried about that hidden item. Or, it's probably not a hidden item. Like, we could probably just get away, no problem. But even just seeing that kind of scares me. Just because one Thunder Shock could definitely take Spearow out. Or, yeah, definitely, right? That's like a 9-level difference. So yeah, I don't really see any reality where that wouldn't. I mean, now that we're here, I mean, I guess we could probably just go for some XP. Probably give some good XP. But the thing is, that's a 3-co. Whatever, we have made our bed on that one. So, you know, it's like, why wouldn't I go 2 more times? Or at least attack twice more. This might not even take him out. Let's just, I mean, I guess, okay, good, good. I always feel like electric resist fighting. I always just feel like that's the case, but clearly it's not. And I do think that Spearow evolves at either like level 20 or level 21. I haven't really used Fearow like since I've been like a kid, so I couldn't really tell you on when he does evolve, but it'll be nice to make a reconnection with one of my favorite, I mean, what's it called? The regional birds, with one of my favorite regional birds. And there's a short that I saw from M&J TV, where he asks us all the question, did Scarlet and Violet get rid of the Gen 1 bird? And it seems like they might have, but I don't know. I would definitely consider what's it called? Watrel, the regional bird. But here we go. Here we go, guys. Okay, well, I think we're just gonna sack this thing. And we'll just, yeah, we'll go for Leer, see how much that, well, it won't. Okay. I think we can still do it. Send out Raichu. And... oh, do we go for Leech Seed? I kind of like that. Just in case Raikou does indeed perish on us. Hopefully he doesn't, but just in case, we'll get that Leech Seed going. Good, it does in fact work. Scary Face, okay, I will definitely take that. So now we can start going for Fusion Bolt. And Kyogre probably outspeeds now. But I think I'm okay with that. We do have Quick Attack as well, if need be. So... yeah, that does a whole lot of damage. I think a crit does take us out. But, actually, yeah, look at that. That Leech Seed is coming in clutch. As long as we don't get crit, we can use, like, a Super Potion. I probably don't want to... well... I guess what's the difference, right? What is how much the berry juice? 20? 74? I mean, yeah, I guess we'll just go for a berry juice. I don't know if it even matters right now. Math is not computing with me right now, guys. And with how much damage a crit did... Ooh, Aqua Tail. This might really suck. Okay, we were just fine on that one too, but definitely gonna want to heal back up again. And, you know, it's moments like this, or like episodes like this, that will kind of humble you. Because you start thinking, okay, well, let's start doing maybe like a hardcore Nuzlocke instead. And if you guys don't know what a hardcore Nuzlocke is, that would be keeping everything on set battle style or set battle mode and not being able to use any healing items in battle. And one of these days I will do something like that, but the series on the channel right now, they don't have that. But either way, you guys can definitely see there's some challenges for sure in either style of these Nuzlocke runs. Yeah, so this episode has pretty much been myself talking about being, well, not really being tired. I guess I'm a little bit tired. I don't know. It's just, it is definitely very late, and I don't know. I actually am tired. So, it's been that and a couple battles. Not too much more than that. I do... You know what? We're at, like, I think 31 minutes right now. We might have to just start taking on the gym trainers, I think. And we're probably not going to put another Mon on the squad in this episode. I'm not really too focused on, like... You know, I guess getting that Mon up to a certain level. Just because we still need... Well, it'd still be really nice to get a couple more levels on the Pokemon that we already have. Who will be playing a big role in this, this gym battle. So... Mainly Raikou, I think, because he's level 27 right now. So if we can get him up to... at least early 30s, that'd be nice. Maybe have Zoroark get up another level or two as well, but then again, it's like, well, really, how much XP is really going to be in there before you end up taking on the gym leader, Winona? Jeez, guys, I just drew a massive blank on that one, but I guess one good thing about this episode is, knock on wood, we have no technical difficulties, and that is always beautiful, ladies and gentlemen. That is a beautiful thing to not have to deal with. Technical difficulties can derail a whole episode, and if you're not careful, a whole series. So we are on the lookout, and we've had to deal with our fair share, but we have came back, bounced back every single time, and that's really the blueprint going forward with technical difficulties, guys. So maybe this is what we'll do. If you guys aren't aware, some of my best content has been done in Pokemarts across the Hoenn region. I don't know about this time. I guess we'll see. I don't really know, I guess, how it happens. It just always comes out like that, and I don't know. It's just something to look out for. Just a little bit of a heads up. I don't really know, I guess, what I'm saying on that, but I have had at least the one short in this this series. We do also have a pearl string, so we can sell that, and a stardust. But yeah, I think something else has probably happened in this mart as well. I guess probably just the whole Premier Ball thing has been, I guess, a big part of that. And I do gotta look up to still about that Macho Brace. If you guys did not hear the question, I think it was like, it was in the first maybe like 5 episodes or so. But I got this Macho Brace like a good minute ago, and I don't know, I just didn't know exactly what it was before. I have used one before, and I know it's a Gen 3 item, so I probably should know just a little bit more about it. But pretty much, does that like just make you slower in battle, or does that make your speed stat not, I guess, grow as much? That's my one big question. If you guys have the answer for me, it would be much appreciated. Otherwise, I will probably eventually end up looking that up. I probably should have already, but it is what it is. There's just nothing I can change about it at this point. You know, I can't look at it retroactively. So let's take on this trainer. Let's make some progress here. Get this gym badge. And another thing as well, for future series, I'm actually coming up with some decent ideas. I mean, I guess I can probably talk about it. It makes probably doesn't make it too much of a difference, but I'm thinking maybe of like having like a challenge wheel or something. Like after like if something happens in this episode, then we have to spin the wheel, and pretty much something bad would happen with that. Or maybe like there's a small chance that nothing happens. I don't know. Give me some ideas on this potential challenge wheel. Even names too. Challenge wheel, that doesn't really ring a bell to me. That just doesn't do it for me, guys. So if you guys have a better idea of like a name for a wheel that we can spin, that has a bunch of either punishments or not punishments, but like negative consequences for us, then let me know in that comment section. I personally would think that it would be pretty cool to be the one behind the idea on that, and I will definitely give you guys a shout out as well. I don't know, I don't know. If you guys have something for me, though, I will definitely consider that. So I don't know. It will be, for me, very interesting to see how this is in playback. To see if this was a good idea or not. Just for next time. Or potentially next time. But yeah, guys, it is getting just very tough to find any times where I can actually record, because it just seems like no one really, I guess, is considerate towards this. I don't know. It's a very noisy environment a lot of the time, and I have a certain standard that I want to have these videos come out at, and that standard is always increasing, don't get me wrong. And I mean, sometimes, you know, we might not even fully accomplish that, or at least, like, you know, the idea in my mind, but just know, guys, I'm definitely striving to keep on improving the content on the channel. But, I don't know. I just can't have a bunch of just background noise in these recordings. You guys know what I mean? I mean, just can't have it. You know, this needs to be, hopefully, a pleasurable thing to listen to. Regardless of, I guess, if you're listening or watching. I mean, I definitely get it because people do both on this kind of content. I got no problem with it. You know, it's always great to have people enjoy your content in one form or the other, if you're just listening or you're watching. But there's been like certain optimizations, or that's probably not even the right word, but there's been certain, I guess, different editing techniques that I've been doing for this series. Just like sometimes I'll cut straight to the camera for a bit, or to the gameplay, and then come back. And let me know how you guys do enjoy that. I mean, if it's a good idea. I mean, I guess my kind of thought behind it is just kind of gives you a different perspective. And I don't know, you always hear like the phrase drives engagement, and sometimes that phrase does not make the most sense to me, but I'm pretty sure I've heard that kind of thing be called drive, or I'm pretty sure it's been called, it's something about driving engagement. And I don't know, let me know if your drive has been engaged by that editing. Let me know. So let's see though. I think a fusion bolt should put a dent in this guy's day, if not take him out. Just a dent, but we are poisoned as well. Poison will not take us out of battle. And we are at 42 minutes. That is actually insane. That is actually crazy. So, if I had some kind of speed up in this series, then probably a little bit different. Can't do in this series, which I guess that's the bad thing about my setup and my equipment and all that I got. Just, you know, at the moment, like for 3DS games, I'm kind of forgetting on what exactly I said, but with these 3DS games, I'm not going to be able to speed up. One day I probably will, but that's, to be honest guys, it's not in the foreseeable future, unfortunately. But I don't want to let that stop me from doing 3DS games, just because I feel like that would be just missing out on a huge portion of the games, and really just you guys and everything, you know. It just, I just feel like even with our limitations, it's definitely worth still going through these games. So I don't know guys, I am a little bit scared for this battle. I would hate to go and grab Latios. I know probably a couple of you guys might be thinking about that. But I don't know. I said I didn't want to use him. So I think I'm going to stick by that. But then, like, this is also the thing, because we're clearly still very underleveled. This is kind of ridiculous, actually, how underleveled we are for Winona. But we just might have to do it. No way around it, guys, because, like, I don't know how we get to this point. Like, we got to Winona. We took the first gym trainer on last episode. And we're even thinking about not taking on Winona, to me that just sounds insane. That, I don't know, if we don't take on Winona in this episode, that's just probably not going to sit right with me, even if it's not the right choice. I just want to keep this moving, and I kind of also want to grab the fossil in the next episode as well. So, I mean, that's going to be a free level 20 mon that might find its way on the squad. I mean, we just lost Spiro, so... And we're only rocking with 4 right now. So, maybe before we take on Winona, we can grab, like, a Sackmon. Just in case. Or maybe even a couple of them, because we have the egg. Yeah, I feel like with 4 decent mons and 2 potential Sackmons, we should be okay. I mean, it would have to be something really crazy if we had, like, any chance to wipe. Because, I mean, Raikou... Well, it's actually really, it's pretty much only Raikou and Zoroark at this point. And actually, we do have maybe another couple gym battles, so... Wait, why... Oh, okay, we are pretty damaged. We are a little bit hurt. But I do want to take on these gym trainers regardless. Take on all of them. I don't care if this has to be an hour episode. Hopefully we don't go over an hour. I don't want to have this one be over an hour, but if it is, and this is the only Alpha Sapphire episode on the channel for the week, then I guess it would be acceptable. It would be right, okay? I would at least feel a little bit better about everything, but I don't know. I have a potential idea on making like a plan, like a plan B, I guess. The emergency studio, and it would end up, I don't know, we'll see, because honestly, even mentioning something like that, I don't know if I want to, because just like the audio quality might suck in there, and I don't know. I'm gonna have to do a little bit more digging on that kind of stuff before I make anything official. And I kind of learned from that one because I was talking about adding a 3rd series to the channel. Probably not yet. Okay, let us get just a little bit further in this series. And probably near the end of this series, we'll add a 3rd series on the channel. I've started the layout on that, so I'm definitely going for a little bit of a simpler look this time around. They did a lot of damage. I guess Kangaskhan's like that. I don't know, guys. I really don't know what we should do. Okay. I mean, we're just using up all our super potions here. I don't know if this keeps up. If we lose another Mon in this episode, I'm telling you guys right now, we're not going to be taking on Winona in this episode. Like, scary stuff, guys. scary stuff. But I don't know. It's just been some pretty crazy mons that we've seen in this episode. The first one was that Tyranitar, that Mega Tyranitar. That thing was a menace. And then we ended up seeing that Primal Kyogre, also a menace, though probably not as much. He did take out Spearow. We have 2 deaths this episode. If that doesn't tell you how the Tyrant episode's going, then I don't know what else will, but I don't know. That's kind of the thing. I don't feel like it was too avoidable. I mean, really, the only choice I feel like, at least right now, I could look back at it and think completely differently, but I think the only chance, really, of us coming away unscathed would have been just avoiding those trainers in the first place. So I don't really know if that is the answer that I want to use on that one. But we're over 50 minutes. I do want to make it aware. Okay, good. I'm pretty sure that we did outspeed. I'm not 100% sure though, so I would have hated to use up another healing item for no reason. Spark? Probably not. Yeah, I'm good with what we got. I mean, we are probably building up our cash situation again. So that is good for healing items. But Winona's next. And Raichu is not even, Raichu is not even level 30. So, I don't know. Let's do it. Let's just do it. That's what Nike always says, just do it, so I don't know. I might regret this. Hopefully not. And it's like, the thing is too, I have a nice Latios right here that I could use, but we're not going for that, guys. We don't want to do that. Nice voice crack. So let's go for Lickitung. Who knows, maybe if we get lucky, we can get like a Supersonic or perhaps a Lick Paralysis as well. And yeah, I'm not going to use this thing. I mean, this is the thing though. Do we just want to... Let's just maybe have Nicholas on the squad. I kind of like that. I do actually kind of like that. Because if we can somehow... I don't know though, because if I go just straight up for all those minimizes, then that's going to be just a real bad look. So I don't really know if I want to do that or not. Probably not. But, okay, good. Blissey can actually learn Leech Seed. So that's actually pretty cool. That could come in clutch. So the user passes its held item to the target when the target isn't holding an item. Yo. Shoot. Okay, let's try that again, and then I think we might have something for this guy to hold. Just get rid of takedown. There's really no reason. Oh, but then we have no attacking moves. You know, this thing is not an attacker. That's insanity, guys. That is insane. But we did it anyway. I think, though, we probably should just teach him Moonblast, so... I was going to go with that whole bestow thing. I feel like going for one minimize is fair, so I kind of want to keep that. And, yeah, we'll just get rid of bestow. We'll go for, like, one minimize, and then we have soft-boiled as well. So, we're not cheating the system, but... I mean, just one evasiveness. Come on. Let me have it, guys. Let me have it. And, you know, we're actually good on healing items for now. I don't know. I don't know why I am even a little optimistic for this. I feel like we're just going to get smacked. Just with the luck that we've had this episode, I'm just not too optimistic. This is definitely going over an hour. But I feel like it's important to have this battle in this episode. Okay, like that. What am I doing? I'm actually pretty good at these gym puzzles, guys. So, here we go. We didn't even heal up. Game was freezing. So, that means let's get this show on the road. Okay. I'm not going to use a healing item there again. Maybe we have some things that we can... that can help us here. Maybe we have something. It doesn't really look like we do. Not so much. We could use bestow with that. I am not seeing anything for us, guys. Okay, well, maybe we'll do Mystic Water on Wartortle, and then we'll use some berries too. Like, I don't know, it would really be not nice to get paralyzed. So we'll do that. And let's just hope for the best. Here we go. This could have been such a bad idea. This could be really bad. But it also could be no problem, too. I don't know. I guess we have 5 decently leveled Mons, but Blissy's not doing it for me, guys. Okay. Cling clang. I don't think that's good. Okay. Okay, Leech Seed and then Moonblast. That's my MO on this one. I feel like this thing's actually a pretty good special attacker, even though most steel types are better physical attackers. Oh, I thought, oh, I am not familiar with that move. So what? That's pretty much like steel type double slap, I guess? That's kind of what I take from that one. But yeah, let's go... Wait. What kind of damage does that do to steel? Not very effective. Autotomize. That was kind of the move I was thinking of. This could not be good. So, oh, that was just speed? Okay, I think I'm okay with that, actually. And, yeah, so gear grind, that has to be, just has to be a physical move. But, I don't know, maybe we'll get this special attack drop here. And then maybe we'll go for Fusion Bolt now. I don't think Fusion Bolt can paralyze, so that kind of sucks, but I don't know. I guess that's why the game was trying to tell us to learn Spark. For a second, I thought there was potentially a chance that he missed. I don't know, it might be like an 85 accuracy kind of deal. But obviously not. I kind of... Yeah, okay, well, it didn't kill, but that does. It would have been nice, I guess, probably to get one turn just to heal up, but depending on what this next mon is, we can kind of make a decision on that. Oh, guys, this is not good. This is not good. So, like, third death of the series and all, or of the episode. But yeah, we're just gonna send Cam out, and we're gonna heal up Raikou. But then I think we're probably gonna go to Zoro, hit this thing with a Moonblast. So, you know, we have the Moo Moo Milks, so let's use them. Just get to full HP. Don't want to mess around with that kind of stuff. And okay, so this thing at the very least has Body Slam. For whatever reason, I feel like Raikou probably has better defenses than Zoroark. Or at least normal defense, physical defense. 54 versus... I looked at it. Okay, never mind. Never mind. Oh, actually, too. What about Fusion Bolt? No, okay, so let's just actually Leech Seed. This thing can take a Body Slam, probably. And the AI never switches out. So I feel like, yeah, Leech Seed is definitely a play. Leech Seed is definitely a vibe. And Raikou also has Moonblast as well, so I feel like we kind of had to do it, guys. It just made the most sense. But there's definitely some situations where I rather would have Zoro out on the field than Raikou. So let's see it. That was very nice. Very, very nice. It's like Goodra is a very good Pokemon, but I guess we got some good mons too, okay? Even though we are a little bit underleveled. Maybe I was just kind of making too big of a deal on that. Just because, like, we can be leveled up all the way to level 35 for this fight, but we're just not. So it's all good. That is okay with me. And yeah, so let's heal up. Just one super potion. And then the Leech Seed is going to end up taking him out. But we are going to probably take some more Body Slam damage. Oh, Hyper Potion. Okay, I really don't think that changes too much. But yeah, well, hey, we'll just have to do it again. We've done it once, and we'll do it again. This thing has actually turned out to be not as much of a threat as I thought it would, so we haven't really been getting those special attack drops. I don't really think that it matters in this one. Just because he's been going for body slam at every single turn. So, I don't know. If he did switch it up, though, then I guess it would be nice to get that special attack drop. Hopefully he goes for another rain dance. Good. Good. Okay. So the lead sheet is just going to end up taking Goodra out on this turn. And now that would be 2 down, 2 to go. And we are looking good. Well, we do have a death, technically, in this battle, but that's just fine by me. It was a Sackmon anyway. And I guess, though, that kind of shows you how important it is to catch every single Mon that you see. Let's switch to Zoro. But the thing is, Banette is probably also part Dark type, I want to say. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's Ghost Dark. And she's saving her ace till the very end. That could either be a bad thing or a good thing, I think. I think that is probably how that works. But since he's part Dark type, let's try out Moonblast. That does nice. So Banette is out of here. And, you know, we really didn't have to work all too hard for that one. But, oh, the curse does afflict us. I thought we could have got out of that with nothing. But I'm loving this too. Raichu versus Raichu. Who takes it? Who is going to be the winner on this one when 2 Raichus go head to head? There is a little bit of a level difference. And if I had a stronger physical type move, I'd probably just go for that. But we're probably just going to leech seed him. Well, we are going to leech seed him here first. And then probably go for Moonblast. Because Quick Attack, a little bit too weak. I feel like Moonblast is our better play, even though I'm pretty sure that Raichu has better special defense than defense, but I don't think it's great wherever you're looking. That crit did kind of hurt. So, I don't know. Do we just kind of want to switch out, save our healing items? Because now that we know what this thing is and he's leech seeded, like, we've won. So that is really nice. We'll send Kyle out. Kyle should definitely be able to take at least one of whatever he has. And this episode was just a roller coaster. Let's try that again. This episode was just a roller coaster of emotions. Back and forth, guys. So I don't think we're probably going to be looking to record another one after this. Or if I do, I might start one and then just end up doing like half now, half later, something like that. I think I might try to do something like that, yeah. But I might do it for Liquid Crystal instead, just because I want to make sure I have at least one episode up of both on the channel this week. And if it is just 1-on-1, then hopefully we also have some shorts that we can create from all this new content, as well as some of the older content as well. I have been doing more shorts recently, and you guys all seem to love it, so I definitely do appreciate that support, guys. I don't know, I probably should be heading to bed, but we can't. The grind don't stop. So if you guys did like this episode, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, ring that notification bell. I gave you guys an hour 10 minutes here, so hopefully you guys did enjoy it. And until next time. Peace.